Hello YouTube, this is Glitterface, and welcome back to Simple Rockets 2, or I guess now Juno New Origins. So this is something a little bit different. For one, I'm talking in one of these, which is something that I do very rarely. I actually wanted to showcase a vehicle that I built recently. If any of you follow me on the Simple Rockets website, where I go by the same name, you may have seen it already. It's also up on Reddit. And what I've built is not a rocket, as you can see, nor is it a plane, but a car. A car which I think might be familiar to at least some of you. Here we go. Pretty famous car. Now, the model as it stands right now is not actually available on the website, however, functionally it is. I've been making some minor aesthetic changes. A couple of the next things I want to change is I actually want to get the leaf spring suspension in and fix the connection points for the lights, maybe even see if I can get the little attachments up here on. Basically just give Chitty her face, but yeah, this is the car, as you can see. I'm particularly proud of the exhaust going down the side. This is several different pieces, as you can see if I click on each of them individually. I think that came out really well, actually. I'm very, very happy with it. And for the more eagle-eyed among you, you may have noticed the red and yellow bits along the chassis of the car. And those will come into play later. Obviously, any of you who know this car already know what they're for. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this car to... Let's drive her somewhere. You know what? I got an idea. How about we send her down here? I'm not sure if you can see my cursor. I think you can. Let's drive her down there, and then I will show you where the magic of this car comes in. Here we go. Alright, simple drive. I'm probably going to end up cutting or time-lapsing a lot of this drive because it is a fairly long one. So there are a couple of features of the car that I want to show off before I cut it, but anyway, before that, or after that, I'm probably going to either cut it or time-lapse it. I might time-lapse it because it might be nice to see it, so let's throttle back because this car isn't particularly fond of turning. As you can see, if I actually stop the car here for a moment, as you can see, if I zoom in here on the wheels, they're not actually in-game wheels, nor are they a good part to build wheels out of. They're actually fuel tanks. Each one of these is an individual fuel tank, as you can see. These are fuel tanks that are shaped like squares. The hubs are fuel tanks as well. Everything's fuel tanks on this because it's really the best way to build anything. And actually, while the car is stopped, let's go ahead and show you the feature, or a couple of the features that I was talking about. So one is the windscreen and the window, which you can adjust for better visibility. The glare can be quite intense if you've got the car in the wrong place, but I guess that's not going to happen right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and put those into position. There we go. And we'll get the car to where we're taking her. I'm not sure if these are actually headlights. I've just called them that for now. So, yeah, as I said, functionally, this car is perfectly available on the website, but aesthetically, the car that I'm driving here is a little bit different to the one that I have up publicly, and that's not for any special reason or anything. I just can't be bothered to publish that many minute changes to it. Every change so far has had some functional difference. There are several versions of the car up as well, so you can find those as well under my page. As we pull up here, let's go ahead and press Action Group 3. And we can see the car's wings, Activation Group 4, and 5 pulls out the VTOL propellers, and if we throttle those up, then we can see the car can fly! Magical part about it, really. Hard landing, but she survived, which is actually impressive. I'm pretty sure I've landed her not much harder than that, and she has exploded. But anyway, if we go ahead and activate this one, 6, you can see the pusher propeller. Now this one does not work fully as I'd like. In fact, actually, before I show this one off, let's do this, and then press 3 again to get the wings out and keep them out, and then just use the pusher propeller, because I'm pretty sure if I do this and then turn off the wheel motors, I can show you what I want. Yeah, so the propeller does not actually generate, well, any forward thrust, really. I think if the wheels were perfect circles, then it might, but for right now it doesn't. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you, and yeah, as we get everything folded back up inside. One thing I would like to point out about this vehicle, before I leave actually, is that I haven't quite got the control figured out while it's flying. So if I get the wings and propellers back out, here we go. Good. Perfect. And then throttle up. You can see I don't really have any control over pitch, yaw, or roll. Car just kind of does whatever it wants. It does stay airborne. You can land it by throttling back and just letting the car fall, which is perhaps not quite ideal, but it does work. And then if we pull the throttle back as it gets closer to the floor, this is probably going to end in an explosion, which would be entertaining in its own right. Or not. Somehow that actually ended in a successful landing, which is fine by me. Alright, go ahead and close everything up, and we'll get underway again. Anyway, yeah, that's the extent of what I wanted to show you in the video today. This car is available on the website. I'll go ahead and link it in the description below if you want to play with it. Yeah, have fun. If you can figure out how to get control while it's in VTOL mode or generate forward thrust with the propeller, either one of those two, please let me know. Feel free to publish whatever you create with this as your own vehicle. Just please, if you manage to get the propulsion figured out, link it to me so that I can use that to figure out a solution for this one. But yeah, anyway, with all that said, that's gonna do it for this one, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!